Hello, today I'm going to be doing the VALORANT plant spots for every single map, including the new map Lotus that just came out. So, without further ado, let's just jump right in. Okay, so the first spot is over here. You want to go on site, you want to look at this corner, go up here, plant, and look at this wall right here. So this is what it looks like. This is exposed to market, exposed to CT, exposed to lane, boathouse, every angle you would typically hold post plant. Very good spot. Okay, up next we have a safer plant spot, one that is not exposed to market or boathouse, but it's easier to remember. So you sit right here in between these two arches. You plant and you just look towards the wall. This is exposed to CT, the lane, and if you really want to, you can peek all the way out from boathouse. Okay, so the first spot on A, you want to get right in the middle. This line is a good reference point, but it doesn't really matter. You just want to be roughly in the middle of these stairs. You want to look back towards A main. You plant this, it's exposed to hell, heaven, behind gen, tree, main. Okay, up next we have another plant spot for A. This is just an alternative. You want to get up in this corner by this box, plant facing towards the box. Now this is exposed to hell from here, heaven, behind gen, tree, and main. Exposed to all the same angles, it's just in a different spot. Okay, now moving on to bind, starting on B site. The best plant spot you can have is you want to look at this corner of site, get over here, start planting, and face towards hookah. You plant this, it's exposed to log, elbow, CT, and hookah. Okay, up next we have a safer plant spot that a lot of people would already do, but I just felt like putting it in here. You just want to stand in the middle, roughly in the middle of this thing, and plant facing towards it. This is exposed to elbow, log, and hookah. And this cubby, but that's it. This is just if you don't want to be exposed to CT. Okay, now starting on A, you want to go over here, and you see these two white lines, borders. You want to go in between these corners. Start planting, face towards this wall, and this plant is exposed to short, showers, heaven, and lamps. Okay, so next up we have another plant spot for A. This one is better situationally. Sometimes this would be better. You just want to go up. So if you want a specific lineup for this, you just want to go 1, 2, go up to the edge, start planting, face towards heaven. This is exposed to short, showers, U-Haul, CT. So this is better in some situations. Alright, so up next is breeze, starting on B site. The best plant spot for B site on breeze is to look at these metal panels. Go where this corner meets this corner. Plant there. Face towards tunnel. This spot is exposed to window, fade, tunnel, CT, backside, exposed to almost every angle possible, and you can wall bang it from here. Okay, next up on B is a safer alternative. So if you can get control of tunnel but you can't get control of CT, best thing you could do is go up here, not just roughly around here, but if you want an exact lineup where this line meets this metal plate. And right there, face towards main. And this is exposed to main, window, tunnel, backside, and behind wall. Okay, now moving on to A Site. A Site is a tricky one, but from looking around, what I found the best plant spot is all the way back here. If you want a specific lineup, just look at this line and plant at the edge of sight looking at it. Right there, this is exposed. You can peek it from here. Wood doors, main, behind this box. Alternative plant spot, you can go back here. There's not really much of a difference. This one isn't exposed to CT, is less exposed, but overall, pretty much the same. It's really situational which one you want to use, depending on where you want to play. Okay, so next up is Fracture. Now B Site has the hardest perfect plant spot, but what you want to do, you see this moss on the ground, you want to look at this dark spot right here. You want to stand on top of it, plant, and just aim at this box, preferably at the middle of it. Now this will place it right here, exposed to main, canteen, CT, tower, even the default best spot you can have. An alternative plant spot for B, one that's easier to remember, is you want to go somewhere this corner along the side, plant, and just face diagonally out here. Plant on the stairs exposed to main, canteen, CT, and tower. So the best plant spot for A Site is over here. You want to get up to this line right here. You want to be at the edge of sight parallel to this line. So right here. You want to do that and look towards here. So plant the bomb right here, exposed to drop, CT, rafters, main, sort of behind this box, top site, so pretty much everything. Okay, so just an alternative plant spot for A, you want to go on the top site, you want to go into this corner right here, you want to plant, look over here roughly. So plant the bomb right here, this is exposed to main, rafters, CT, and it's just really awkward for defenders to defuse. If you want to play from CT, you got an easy wall bag if they want to defuse behind cover. Okay, so now we're on Haven. Starting on C Site, the best plant you can have for C Site is over here by this little platform. We get in the corner, plant, and aim at this wooden beam. This will be exposed to garage, main, cubby, there's log, CT, and logs. Pretty much it. Up next is safer plant for C. If you don't have control of CT, it's pretty simple. So this best plant is over here. If you don't have CT, you can just scoot it down a little bit and plant there. This one would be best to aim towards log instead. So this can still be played from garage. You play from log and cubby, just not exposed to CT. Now moving on to B Site. B Site doesn't really have much you can do in terms of open plant spots. The best you could get is be exposed to both of the links. So A and C link. So the best way to do that is to just look at this little, I don't even know what you would call that. Just look at that, stand on it, plant, and look out here towards the window. So exposed to A and C link, courtyard, window. Pretty much the best plant spot you can get there. Okay, so up next is A Site. So the best plant spot for A Site is over here. You want to look at this wooden beam. You want to just walk into it, start planting, and look at this box. This is exposed to CT, short, log, heaven, hell, graffiti. If you want to play A, but you don't have control of CT, what you can do is instead just go over roughly on this square right here. Just stand on it, play it. Probably face towards short, but it doesn't really matter that much for this one. This will be exposed to short, log, and heaven, and hell, but not to CT, and only one angle of graffiti. Okay, so starting on Icebox B Site, the best spot to plant in over here is right in between this orange crate and nest. Just want to go roughly in between them, plant, face towards this wall. You do this, it's exposed to snowman, middle, even on top of tube if you're omitted jet, main, behind yellow. That's pretty much it. Now another plant spot you can do for B, it's a little simpler. Basically you just want to go up in the nest, go up to the edge here, plant, face towards this pirate ship or just this back wall, and this is exposed to snowman, main, behind yellow. Gives you a pretty easy wall bang. Gives defenders like no room to defuse. So that's just something you can do to switch it up. Now moving on to A, you go over here, and this ramp over here and this little platform, you want to go where they intersect on the edge of site. Go over here, start planting, and look towards belt. This will be exposed to nest, belt, screens, rafters, hell, nest. It's exposed to a lot. Okay, so starting on the new map Lotus, going to C Site. This one's a decently difficult one to remember, but once you get down, it'll be pretty easy to remember. So you see this debris, you just want to plant to the right of it, roughly in just this kind of area. You want to stand on top of it, plant, facing towards this wall. This is exposed from CT, waterfall, C main, the mound, over here, these boxes. A good spot to hold post plant is over here on this dirt pit. You can kind of peek and unpeek it pretty easily, and there's a bunch of angles you can use. Okay, so moving on to B Site. This was a pretty easy one. You just gotta look at the very top stair right here on the edge of site. Just walk up to it, start planting, and look at this wall right here. This is exposed to A link, upper, C link, B main, the other side of B main. That's about it. Okay, moving on to A Site. What you want to do is go over here. You want to see where this wall, this brick wall, and this sort of concrete intersect. You want to walk up to that until you stop moving. Back up here. All you really want to do is be back here on the wall. Just be facing this. But it's best if you do it that way. Plant it right here. It's exposed to right here. Main, tree, drop. And if they decide to defuse over here, you can hold it from up here, but it's not very reliable. So basically, you can plant over here a little to the right to hold it from top, but sacrifice being able to hold it from main. Okay, so moving on to Pearl. On B Site, the best plant spot is roughly over here where this pattern stops, this line. I'm gonna just plant on there, face towards this wall over here. This will be exposed to main, ramp, CT, hall, heaven, link, almost every angle you could possibly be exposed to. Okay, so next up is A Site. Best plant spot for A Site is roughly in the middle of this vending machine, all the way out here at the edge of the site. I'm gonna go up here, plant, and look at this wall. This will be exposed to secret, flowers, link, main. So all the best angles to hold post plant. I'm actually not sure if you can wallbang this. I'm gonna test it right now. Yep, you most definitely can wallbang it. Okay, so next up is a safer alternative. If you don't want to be exposed to flowers or secret, but you have control of link and main, you want to just go in the center, right in front of the vending machine, start planting and face towards the main. This will be exposed to main, link, this corner, and you can still wallbang it if you really want to go over there. Okay, so our last map is Split. B Site on Split. It's a pretty simple one. You just want to go on this corner of the stairs, start planting, and aim over here. This will plant the spike a little bit down the stairs. Be exposed to main, heaven, alley if you peek out, back site. That's pretty much it. So our last plant spot is on A Site. For A Site, you want to go roughly over here. Your goal is just to plant the bomb right in between these 2 points. So if you stand like roughly right there, you do that, we'll plant the bomb right here. This will be exposed to back, screen, heaven. You can peek out a main in this corner. So best plant spot you could get from over here. Alright, that's been my VALORANT plant spots video. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in probably a while.
There's nothing left for me to do than run and act myself a fool. No point in trusting anyone.